Hello friends, welcome to the Viren Talks YouTube channel. In earlier video, I have mentioned that we are psychological entity in a biological cell. To take that point forward, today we will discuss the relationship between brain, body and behavior. We will try to understand how the biology changes our psychological experiences. Have you ever noticed that when we complete the task, finish the assignments, crack the competitive examinations, win the games, we have a very different and exciting experiences. When you meet with your classmates, close friends, siblings, parents, relatives, you may have pleasurable experiences. How do we feel when we take some challenges and put sincere efforts in hard work? Have you ever thought about the reason of feeling stimulated and excited when we listen music, do exercise, swimming, and watch the Babe series? It is our brain which plays very important role in many of our actions, behaviors and thoughts, attitude, habits and desires as well. It is very obvious that the brain is a very complex structure which facilitates and regulates many of the simple and complex tasks in our day-to-day functioning. In this reference, I'll talk about neurotransmitters, which are naturally occurring chemicals transporting signals between neurons. There are many neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, acetylcholine, etc., which play a very crucial role in our healthy functioning. As it is very broad topic, so considering your time and patience, at this moment, I'll discuss just one neurotransmitter, that is dopamine. Dopamine in brain was discovered in 1957 by Kathleen Montagu. Around the same period, Abid Carlson recognized dopamine as a neurotransmitter. At the time of its discovery, it was found that low level of dopamine leads to movement-related disorder that is known as Parkinson's disease. So functions of dopamine are many more. It is related to mood, satiety, temperature and sleep systems. An imbalance in the level of dopamine has also been associated with severe psychological disorders like schizophrenia and depression. It's interesting to know that we have a built-in reward system in our brain which motivates us to pursue one reward after another, one accomplishment after another, driving for quality foods, trying for best schools and colleges, striving for better jobs, fat salary, gorgeous partner, so on and so forth. It's dopamine which not only gives us pleasure of reward, but it also works as a motivator. Let me explain you the working of dopamine between neurons. People from biology, psychology, medical background must be knowing about the neuron. For layman, I would prefer to explain very briefly the structure of neuron and synapse through diagrammatic representation that how neural transmission works. This is the image of neuron where you can see different parts of neuron like axon, dendrite, cell body, myelin sheaths are there. Also you can see the synapse. It's a space where two neurons communicate each other through neurochemical transmission. Neurotransmitters facilitates these transactions. When dopamine is released into a synapse, it diffuses across to bind with receptors on neighboring neuron, changing its signal. And excess dopamine is sucked back by the previous neuron for recycling. This is the process of reuptake. But many times, if a person takes highly addictive substance such as cocaine, so this drug inhibits the reuptake process and consequently more dopamine is available between the synapses and it amplifies the activity of neighboring neurons. This creates euphoric feelings for a brief period of time. Gradually, the person repeats the behavior for these pleasurable feelings and develops into an addict. Addictive behavior is not only for the drugs but also to food, mobile use, internet surfing, watching web series, etc. The working is somewhat similar in all the cases. Dopamine has been associated with food, exercise, love, sex, gambling, drugs, and now the social media. We are carrying dopamine stimulators in our pocket by using mobiles and spending time on social media. Dopamine is a chemical produced by our brains which modulates the communication between different neurons. So most of the dopamine is generated deep in the midbrain and it is released in many different areas across the brain. These areas are largely responsible for behaviors associated with learning, habit formation, as well addiction. Human brain contains the mesocortical, mesolimbic, and nigrostriatal pathways, which are considered as reward pathways and have been shown to be dysfunctional in most of the cases of addiction. Most of your dopamine is generated deep in the midbrain and is released in many different areas across the brain. There are ways to auto-boost immune systems mechanism to increase dopamine, but not through psychoactive drugs and supplements. If we made some small goals and accomplish it, we can get a dopamine effect. This can be like finishing a novel, a book, learning new skills, doing morning walk, jogging, running, yoga, exercise, meditation, etc. These are the healthy ways to optimize the dopamine level. Circulation of dopamine goes in our brain and body, which creates a state of mood, ecstasy, and motivation. So another way to look at neurotransmitters is that some of them act on the present state of our being, like serotonin and oxytocin, whereas dopamine engages us in behaviors that are not here and now but somewhere in future, like desires, expectations, aspirations, etc. If you want to live for our passion, desire, aspirations, then nothing wrong in that. But at the same time, we have to live in here and now also. Excess of dopamine is related to mental disorders of schizophrenia, and too little of it leads to Parkinson's disease. So how to leverage dopamine for sustenance and motivation over a period of time, as it activates some circuits as well deactivates some circuits too. So neither too much nor too little, but a balanced amount of dopamine is required for a healthy life. Hence the choice is ours to have a balance of it. At the end, I would suggest eat healthy, read worthy, work wisely, and enjoy the life to the fullest. Thank you for watching the program. I look forward to see you again at Viren Talks. Please give your suggestions in the comment if you want to hear more about brain and behavior. We will come up with more exciting videos. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.